In this video, we will going to discuss the important topic, that is the revolt of 1857. We can link this topic with the GS paper 1 or syllabus versus mains. And in this video, we will discuss what is the reason of revolt of 1857. I am very sure that you have already read about the revolt, but we will discuss some of the core philosophy of the revolt. That is the reason of the revolt of 1857. The first reason is that economic exploitation. The exploitation that is done by the Britishers on the economic front, that was for the suffered by all sections of the society. All sections of society means that each and every section of society, that is nobles, the merchants, the peasants, the old zamindars, the artisans, also the religious priests, that is Pandit and Maulvis, were also suffered. We will look at the each one of them. First of all, we will look at the peasants. The peasants were suffered because of exploitation, was exorbitant land revenue rise. As we know that the Britishers have taken the land revenue that was very exorbitant and which was not affected by the peasants. So this has affected the peasants. The zamindars were affected because the Britishers had threatened them that if they will not hide the more money from the peasants, then they will lose their land. They will lose the right of granting the rent from the peasants. So they were also affected. The artisans and the nobles were affected because now when the Britishers had captured the old territory of India, that is the old kings, then the nobles and the artisans that were working in the court of the king, they got affected because now they have lost their jobs. So they got affected. Now these priestly class, that is the Pandit and Maulvis, got affected because when the Britishers came in India, they also their Christian missionaries, that is the missionaries of the Christians who were propagating their own religion, they tried to exploit the religion of the Indian, that is the Hindus and Muslims. They thought that to expand their Christian missionaries, and they religiously exploit the people. So in and all, the Pandit and Maulvis also got affected. The second reason was that the foreigners means that they were perpetual foreigners. Perpetual foreigners means that they have neither link with the social society nor with the upper class. What was the difference between these Britishers and the other and the rulers that came from the foreign in the pre-modern India, that is in the medieval age? The difference is that the first reason is that the pre-modern kings have a social link with the people, and second thing is that they have a good relation with the upper class. But the English, that is the Britishers, they think them of a superior. They think that they are of racial supremacy. They are more supreme than any race of the Indians. So they neither maintain a link with the local people nor with the upper class people. So what happened is this: the first two reasons, that is economic exploitation and the foreigners, have gave a momentum to the revolt. That is here each and every section of society got affected. Here these two have given economic exploitation, and the British foreigner have given a setback, prepared a ground for the revolt. Now the final blow was given by the third and fourth point, that is the invincibility of the British. It means that invincibility means that Ajay, that is the people of the Indian thought that the Britishers cannot be defeated at any cost. But some of the revolt that happened at during these periods have given a setback to the thought, that is thought of the Indians that the British can't be defeated. The reason is that the first Anglo-Afghan war that happened in 1830 to 42. In this war, the British were defeated. Second thing, the Crimean War of 1854 to 56. In this, the British were also defeated. The third, the Anglo-Sikh War, that is from 1845 to 1849, the British got defeated. So the people of the Indian thought that the British cannot be defeated, but these revolts gave a blow to the mindset of the people that they can be defeated. So the ground was prepared from the first 2 points, and this had given a mindset to the people that yes, they can be defeated. So they were in an all prepared for the war, prepared for the revolt, and that happened in the 1857. Next thing, the policy of friendship come betrayal. As you know that the subsidiary alliance have given a setback to friendship, and the betrayal was done by the doctrine of lapse of Dalhousie. In the subsidiary alliance, some of the rulers were having a friendship with the Indians, but the doctrine of lapse have done a betrayal to that rulers. As we know that the doctrine of lapse betrayal happened to some of the areas, that is the Satara and the Jhansi, got annexed to the British by the help of doctrine of lapse. But the annexation of the Awadh was a major shock to the policy of the British. That is why this happened, because in Awadh was a very large area that contributed 75,000 soldiers in the British army. But when the Britishers annexed the Awadh, then the 75,000 soldiers got affected, because soldiers is also part of the society. So whenever you affect the society, then soldiers will also be affected. So what happens? That when the Britishers annex the society, annex the Awadh, then they have imposed a heavy tax on the Awadh. So when there is a heavy tax on the society, that is on the people of the Awadh, then the family of the peoples of the Awadh also got affected. So the soldiers have to give a heavy tax to the Britishers. But in initial Britishers promised that the Awadh have played a very important role in annexation of the whole of the territory of the India, because they contributed major soldier in the British army. So when they Awadh got annexed, so they have given a setback to the soldiers. So what happened from all this is that here the soldier is affected. Inheritance of 1850s, if any person got converted from one religion, that is from Hindu or Muslim to the Christian, then their land, that is the property of the person, cannot be confiscated by the British. So in all, this law promoted the person who got converted from one religion to the another, that is to the Christian. Second thing is that official support, all type of official support was given to the person who convert from one religion to the Christian religion. Second thing is that they promoted humanitarian measures, that is the abolition of sati of 1829, and the women education. They promoted the women education. So this religious exploitation has given a setback to the old religion, that is the Hindu and the Muslim religion, and they promoted a new religion, that is Christian. So as we know that what is religion? Religion is the opium for the masses. Means that religion is what? If you attack on the religion, then it will give a setback to the people, to the mindset of the people. So the religion, if they have attacked on the religion of the people, then they have given a very huge impact on the mindset of the people. So this was a very important factor that they have done. They have impacted on the society. Sixth factor is that the discontent of the sepoy. The sepoy was the major part of the army. As we have discussed that the Awadh only contributed 75,000 soldiers in the army. So when they annexed the Awadh, then they have given unhappiness to the society, also to the sepoys, because sepoy is the integral part of the society. So if anything happens in the society, it will also impact on the sepoy. So for example, in the case of Awadh, when the Britishers imposed a very heavy tax on the society, the sepoy also got affected, because they gave money to the society, and their pocket was also captured. That is, the salary was also cut down because of this policy. Second thing is that the forced inferiority. As we know that the Britishers have promoted that any sepoy cannot rise from a rank of subedar. That is, any sepoy, any Indians cannot rise above the rank of subedar. Means that they cannot rise over, they cannot be SP of the city, they cannot be any higher level post. So it impacted. It means that they have forcibly inferior the Indians. Means that they have forcibly said that Indians you are inferior to us. So this has given a discontent to the sepoy. So if you look at all these factors, that is exploitation, the foreigners, the invincibility, and the policy of friendship come betrayal, religious exploitation, and the discontent of the sepoy, this has given a very prepared a ground. Also, the mindset of the people have been affected, and because of this, these combined factor, the revolt of 1857 happens. And this is the end of lecture. So thank you.